Hello there. Welcome to this little video I wanted to do about clarifying divination and intuition. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I am Mark A. Lyons, Mal for short, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, a professional intuitive and a professional witch. And I would like to add to that a mystic. I don't know that I'm a professional mystic, but I am a mystic. And that word gets bandied about a lot, particularly in titles, names of places and jewelry and stuff. And I think if people really understood what the classic meaning of the word mystic was, they wouldn't do that, which ties me into divination. You know, tarot, runes, oracles, pendulums, dowsing rods, the whole nine. I have studied the whole thing. My mother is studying the I Ching, and she's going to be casting for me later this week over the phone. Can't wait. That's a bit of a shocker. Yet another form of divination, though based on the I Ching, the Book of Changes, right? Lao Tzu. So you can see there is an ancient tradition of divination on this planet, probably since Og and Grog started realizing that pebbles, when they fell in a certain formation, meant something, right? Signs and omens everywhere. But oddly enough, since I've started doing these readings on YouTube and watching other readers, which are wonderful, that's why I'm doing these clarifying videos so that I can clarify for myself what I mean, how I work, what I do, my process, right? That you don't hear the word divination that much. That, you know, it's something that we're all doing, but even that term divination has been distorted over the centuries, millennia. I mean, I don't know when it came into the current spelling and pronunciation, but I'm sure it has some kind of Greek or Latin or Mesopotamian root, right? All words essentially do, except maybe for selfie, but I guess if you go into self, yeah, even that has an ancient root. So I've been teaching forms of divination. I've been teaching tarot to people for over 20 years. Yes, I teach people how to read professionally, mostly face-to-face, but now, of course, I'm taking this learning curve journey myself, doing it online on YouTube, which is, if I may say, a hoot. I'm really enjoying it. My company, Drawing the Circle, is a production company, so this is a production for me. The hair, the costume, the lighting, the makeup, and yes, of course, I'm wearing pressed powder. Nobody needs to be shiny on YouTube. So as now, I guess, a professional YouTuber, I'm trying to make my way, get my numbers up so I can do the other cool stuff that you can do once you got a lot of subscribers. To know that this is all about divination for me, but the definition of divination really comes from me being raised by a teacher. My mother was a nursery school teacher, which of course, during my nursery school years, thanks, Sabs, a little guest star cameo. Let's see if he actually walks on the table. I have my cards, but I'm not, you know, on the table. I'm not going to keep reading them. My mother, a nursery school teacher, which we had cats and dogs and bunnies. We had Newfoundland hounds growing up. Best. Well, we had around 2.5 acres of land on the water and bay shore. We could afford that kind of space for all of them. Turtles and hermit crabs and all of that too. Pardon me. But what I was saying is that as a teacher, I really learned the meanings of words, right? Like as I grew, I would ask her questions. She would say, go look it up. Now I think at times she really regretted that. Don't tell a Virgo to look shit up, because we won't. I love you so much. Today is a day off for me, and which means as a Virgo, I'm cleaning house, and I just wanted to do this. So another thing that she taught me was take apart the word, like whatever the word is, what is the root of the word, define the root, and the prefix, the suffix, all of that stuff. I'm from Suffolk County, Long Island. Okay, that's good. Don't go on. Go play with your brothers. Nope. All right. Lay down, lay down. It's so funny with other YouTubers, you hear their animals in the background. Mine are like Muppets that just pop out of nowhere. So the word divination. Let's just separate the word into D-I-V-I-N and then A-T-I-O-N. Let's look at the suffix, the end of the word, ation. Look at words that end with ation. I've been teaching this for over 20 years, right? Well, masturbation, decapitation. I'm hearing this song in my head. This is my last resort, right? Ation is a contraction of the word action. So anything usually that you put in front of it means the action of something, like transformation, the action of changing form. Boom, right? Decapitation, the action of beheading somebody. That just conjured other images that I wasn't expecting. Clairvoyance for fun and profit, folks. So, of course, you put the word divine in front of it, right? It's divine action, or if you like, divine interaction, which is, you know, if you're making yourself available for some kind of higher power. Now, I don't care what you call your higher power. There's one light, but infinite lenses and filters through which, you know, and you evolve as you go. We all do. There's always a higher perception, vision, perceptions of the word vision of the one God. God is a source, whatever you want to call it. But if readers are really doing that, then whatever their process is, whatever they define things as, is brilliant. That's their highly individualized curriculum. And they are going to attract people to them that need that level of consciousness. The thing is, as a mystic, is everything is a mystery to me, which is why divination is helpful, but will never tell you exactly what's going on. It's like GPS. A GPS shows you where you are, right? You tell it where you want to go. It gives you a route, not the route, but it doesn't tell you who's walking down the street, right? Doesn't show you any of that stuff. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Divination can only do so much because, I'm telling you, from the point of view as a mystic, meaning one who lives in mystery, right? That's why I think, you know, anybody who's uncomfortable with not knowing things, mysticism's probably not your path. It's blood, sweat, and tears, or at least it was for millennia, right? Very, very sacrificing, having to let go of your illusions of what you want, getting clarity, seeing truth. And believe me, if we wanted to see truth all the time and were able to handle it, we'd be in a much different place in this society by this point. So no, we avoid truth. So can divination be used to distract you from the truth? Absolutely. But then again, it depends on interpretation. Look, I'm a reader, so when I watch these other readers, and there are some brilliantly talented readers, really, I only subscribe to the ones who are. Well, the ones who click for me. Who am I to judge, right, with someone's brilliance, you know? But I can tell when someone's got a real intellectual knowledge, and sometimes that's really helpful, right? The meanings of the cards and the interpretations. Then there are those readers who go purely intuitive, and they'll say, it's like, I don't care what these cards mean. I'm bringing through messages. I'm like, brother, sister, rock on. That's your deal. That's your deal. Because I am a Virgo with a Pisces moon, born on a full moon, I definitely do both, right? Like I have the intellectual, let's see, that's the left brain is my right hand, right? So it's the masculine. You could call that divine masculine. So I hit myself in the card with Chuck Spezzano's love back. But then I really have that strong intuitive, that Pisces moon, right? So if divine feminine, so if you think about it, God and goddess, that's why I work with my gods. Now, how I experience my gods is a mystical experience, and I teach about it, but I can only point at that. And I'll tell you, they're real. They are real as the angels and the ascended masters and all of them. And you know what? They all get along now. I don't know if they ever did not, right? Everybody's evolving, you know, all, and well, because we all come from the same source. We all come from the source, and to the source we shall return. Yeah, I know, I just co-opted a pagan chant there. Please forgive me. What are the chances? Right? So divination is my life because I'm always interacting with the divine. As a mystic, that's why, you know, I had to run errands today. That's why I'm dressed. Mark, why are you wearing a cashmere purple sweater on your day off? All fatutzt. Well, I had to run some errands today, and I don't go out in public Leo rising unless I'm ready for the world, you know, unless I'm like walking to the corner store. Even then, at least have on nice shoes, because you can never have too many hats, gloves, and shoes. So even interacting with other people, that's divine interaction, divine action, because we're all divine at the core. Yeah, we've got egos, we've got bodies, we've got personalities. All of that's evolving, but the core soul, the truth of who we are, twin flame, soulmate, true lovers, all of that, who cares? Each of us is love. Each of us is light. And I know not the light of light and dark, the great light, the light of that absorbs the polarity of light and dark, good and evil, left and right, masculine and feminine. That's from whence we come, and it's to that we are returning, particularly fifth dimensional unity consciousness. And can divination be used for fifth dimensional unity consciousness? It's a tool like anything else. Can a book, can a video, Can an audio, can a conversation, can an interaction, can blessing people at Starbucks and being really nice to your baristas, any barista whose path I've ever crossed, if they remember, will say, oh, Mark Lyons, he's great, he's so much fun. I make sure those people laugh, or at least if they're not feeling that I give them a smile and I treat them kindly. That's divine energy. It's all divination. But that's why, and I'm going to pat my own back, Leo rising that I am. I'm damn good at what I do because I started doing this at age 12. There's an old video in my back catalog on YouTube, 30 Years of Tarot or something like that. It was like one of the first Mal vlogs I did. I haven't Mal vlogged in a while because my life has gone through drastic change in the past year, let alone 3 years, right? Dark night of the soul, moving home, all that in the past 3 years. But this past year was rough. And was it always divination that got me through it, Libra? Let's see. What's your intention? I'm so terrified, right? No. No, there's got to be something. Oh, true love, third card in, fucking figures. You know, has divination got me through? Well, I will say it was helpful, but it never told me what was going to happen. And that's why divination's not fortune telling to me. Look, if you're doing fortune telling, if you're casting quantum outcomes, just remember it's quantum, it's flexible. We change timelines all the time. We change vibrational overtones within the dimensions all day long. That's why, yes, keep an eye on what you're thinking, what you're feeling, but you can't control what's going to happen anyway. It's all about how do I respond. And if you respond mystically saying, I have no idea what this is about on a good day, then, you know, you turn to a divination system and say, okay, show me what I need. Show me what I need from this. Show me what it is. Not just for clarity, but for context, right? Because your own intuition is never going to be a replacement for anybody else's intuition or a form of divination. But by all means, the life of a diviner, I call myself a tarot reader because that's my main thing. I love tarot. That is my language. I love it. I speak it fluently in life, not just when I'm working. But that's my art form. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. It's a lot to learn. And if there are any other readers on YouTube watching this, or, you know, people who are doing it, offering readings, putting in their energy time, their prayer, their meditation, their personal practice, good on ya. Bully for you. We're doing it. We're bringing awareness. We're bringing information to those in need. But I would suggest for any readers out there, really contemplate the word divination and get that you're actually co-creating on a level that is so unconscious, right? And I don't mean sleepy bad unconscious. I mean the unconscious mind, where here you are shuffling these cards with an intention and receiving information, translating it, and some of us even have senses of humor about it. That's pretty cool. If you can be entertaining to me, you know, if you can be entertaining and fun at the same time. Yeah, so obviously I'm not scripted. I've been public speaking forever, not my first life. And this is the life where they can't burn me at the stake, right? This is the life where they cannot exile me. This is the life where I get to be, pardon the vernacular, balls to the wall, Mark A. Lyons, Mel for short. The god of the vine god is my patron god, my Virgo god. So, you know, a leader, but a party leader. Just follow along. Let's see what happens on the mystical path of divination. Cool. Well, I thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe. Help me get those numbers up because I watch people do super chats. I'm like, I want to do super chat. I want to do super chat. If they had called it Wonder Chat, I'd be way more into it. So it's probably best they just call it Super Chat. And I do hope you enjoy the content that I'm putting out there. Go through my back catalogs. Watch me teach, right, with a pen board and everything. You'll know I know my stuff. So this new way of doing it, what a rebirth, what a way to rise from the ashes. And my gods said to me several times over the past 3 years, just remember, Mark, nobody rises from the ashes quite like you do. They're right. It's just going to is easy. It's the rising part, right. And so you're going to notice that in my work as I go along. They're preparing me for this true lovers spread, which I'm still grappling with how to put that into form, but they're helping me with it. That'll probably be something that I do not for each sign, but we'll look at what is the status of the true lovers on the planet. And I don't know if I'm doing divine masculine or divine feminine. And even if I do, I'm going to say divine yin and divine yang, because we need to take the Western gender concept out of that to really talk about this clearly. But that's me, right? My mom's going to love that. She's studying the I Ching. I told you. And by the way, you'll never see me drunk on one of these unless I am doing a drunk tarot, which I have people who want to do it. It's just schedules, right? Those are fun for me. Those are pure entertainment. But also, so you know, I'm going to be doing extended reads on Vimeo.com, because I've had a Vimeo page for over 3 years now. So I'm going to keep them easy. I'm going to keep them cheap, not like $1. Remember, like, it depends upon the amount of time. I'll probably set a time frame and $1 amount, that if it goes that long, then that's what it is. Certainly not going to charge you $10 for 5 minutes. Live and let live. Fairly take, fairly give. I am not Wiccan, but I do adopt a great deal of the Wiccan read. Yeah. Cool, cool. Thank you so much for your time. Like, subscribe, share, do whatever. But most of all, have a really good one. Have fun. Today's a beautiful day. Getting a lot done. Home day. My laundry's going. I'm going to be making bolognese later today. A huge fucking vat full, so I have food for the week, because my friends come over, we plow through that stuff. Cool, cool. I love you all so much. But for now, hail, farewell, fare very well, and blessed, blessed, blessed be.